Hey everyone, Luke here, and today we're going to talk about the Amigos, which are oxide forms of certain minerals. So certain minerals can form oxide compounds. The most common one you would think of is maybe iron. Iron can form many oxide compounds such as FeO, FeO2, and I believe even FeO3. So a lot of minerals can form oxide compounds, okay? And the three that are most common, the major Amigos, are aluminum, iron, and manganese. And we call them the Amigos because they tend to be eliminated together, okay? When someone is going through what we call an Amigo dump or an Amigo elimination, okay, they tend to be eliminated together. So the body rarely just eliminates a lot of iron at once, or a lot of aluminum at once, or a lot of manganese at once. It tends to eliminate all three of these together. So that's why we call them the Amigos, okay? And so it's important to realize that the body prefers certain forms of minerals, okay? So the body doesn't want an iron oxide, for example. It wants a more biologically suitable form of iron. But when it doesn't get it, it will absorb more of these other types of minerals, okay? And so as we heal the body, as we remineralize it and heal the adrenals and the thyroid and all that good stuff, the body will actually eliminate these forms of minerals that it doesn't want, okay? And usually you really have to raise the energy of the body in order for it to want to eliminate these, okay? Because they do serve a biological function, okay? Because, you know, the body's not getting enough minerals that it wants, so it has to hold on to these in order to function properly, okay? And what happens is that these oxide forms actually replace the preferred ones in the energy mechanisms of the body, things like the electron transport cycle and other energy mechanisms, okay? And so energy always drops when it has to use these minerals. And as you increase the energy of the body and it's able to get rid of them and replace them with the preferred minerals, you'll see that on a hair chart because the level will shoot up, usually all three of them together, okay? And you can see an elimination taking place as the range on the hair chart goes above its ideal level, okay? So again, these are the three major ones: aluminum, iron, and manganese. Like I said, they tend to be eliminated together, and so people we'll go through what we call an Amigo dump or an Amigo elimination. All of a sudden, on a retest, all three of these will go, you know, higher than their ideal levels. Now, those are the major ones, but it's also important to realize that other minerals can also form oxide compounds. Okay, things like selenium, chromium, and copper can also be absorbed by the body in unbiological, you know, suitable forms. Okay, so it's important to realize, and even other ones, nickel can be an oxide in the body. I think boron can also be, and there's a couple other ones. Now, even lithium, yeah, lithium is another one. But it's important to realize that those other ones aren't as common. Okay, the three most common ones, the three most important ones, biologically speaking, are going to be iron, manganese, and aluminum, like I said. And then the three minor ones that you can worry about are selenium, chromium, and copper. Okay, copper is a pretty common one. Selenium is probably second, and then chromium is also not quite as common. But people do go through chromium eliminations where they have you know, like I said, they've absorbed a toxic form of chromium. And so it's important to realize that these do serve a biological function, like I've said, and that the body will hold on to them until you heal it sufficiently, until you remineralize it and heal the, you know, the energy mechanism of the body, so it has the energy to get rid of them. And it's important to realize that it has to be supplied with enough minerals, so it wants to get rid of them because it knows it can replace them, okay? So, for example, with Amigos, iron, for example, a really good way to have help the body eliminate Amigo iron is to eat a lot of biological, you know, biologically active iron, such as those found in leafy greens. So if you ate a lot of cooked spinach, for example, or cooked kale and stuff like that, those have a really good form of iron in it that the body can use to replace the Amigo iron, helping it to eliminate it, okay? And generally, as a person eliminates the Amigos, they generally feel a lot better, okay? Because these are all very stimulating, you have to realize. They tend to support the adrenals, which is the sodium level on a hair test, okay? And so oftentimes, as a person goes through an Amigo elimination, sodium will actually drop, okay? So sodium was at a certain level, and then it goes through an Amigo elimination, the body does, and then it will drop, okay? So it'll look worse. But if you're trained on how to interpret a test, you'll know that the body's actually healing, okay? Because, like I said, it'll actually, they serve a biological function to stimulate the adrenals. They're somewhat irritating to the adrenals, so if the sodium level is low, they cause it to raise it by stimulating the adrenals, so it produces more of the adrenal hormones, basically, okay? And so you'll see somewhat of a reduction. But even though you'll see a reduction on the hair test, usually a person feels a lot better when they eliminate it. Usually they have a more steady grounded, less stimulating energy, because the Amigos are somewhat toxic and irritating to the tissues. They cause a lot of inflammation. They can cause, arthritic type symptoms. They cause a lot of inflammation anywhere in the body. And so generally, sort of inflammation problems will be helped by the elimination. But the most common one really is that people just have a more steady, grounded energy that they're more in tune with, and they're not so much a toxic, stimulated energy that they know really isn't their own, and they become more in tune with themselves and things like that. Okay, so that's the Amigos. Hope to help you guys out, and I'll talk to you guys later.